Astonishing facts about China that will leave you speechless. In China, there's a term that might surprise you. Sheng Nu. This term refers to women who are still single at the age of 27 or older. Considering that China has about 30 million more men than women. So why do men have to go to Vietnam to find a wife when there are still single women? Let's explore the reasons and discover the strange things that only exist in China. Number 1. The matchmaking market. In China, the matchmaking market is one of the most unusual and fascinating traditions you'll ever encounter. Among these, the marriage markets, like the one in Shanghai's People's Park, stand out as particularly unique. Here, parents gather in public spaces, often without their children's knowledge, to showcase the qualities of their unmarried sons or daughters on handwritten posters. These posters typically highlight details such as age, height, education, occupation, and sometimes even assets like property or cars. The ultimate goal? To find a suitable spouse who aligns with the family's expectations. Traditional values should be placed above the individual preferences of potential brides and grooms. This practice is deeply rooted in Confucian principles that prioritize family over individual desires. This tradition, which has been thriving for the year 2004, takes place in both Shanghai and Chongqing parks. The market operates from 12 noon to 5 in the afternoon every Monday and Sunday. For those who prefer a less direct approach, there's the option to register through a matchmaking agency for about $17 US. And if the perfect match still eludes you, there's always the matchmaking convention in Kaifeng, hosted by the famous 61-year-old Ms. Wang. At her event, women introduce themselves on stage, while men express their interest by raising their hands, leading to an immediate exchange of contact details if both parties are interested. If the connection doesn't spark, the rejected party receives a voucher to shop in the scenic area. Ms. Wang, now 61 years old, revealed that around 40 to 50 couples find their life partners here each year. After the event on February 28th of the year 2024, topics related to Ms. Wang attracted more than 6 billion views, and her followers surged from 230,000 on March 15th to over 6 million by the start of the following month. While the matchmaking market reveals a deep commitment to preserving traditional family values, it also highlights a growing tension in modern China, where cultural expectations clash with the realities faced by those labeled as leftover women and the soaring costs of marriage. Number 2. Wedding challenge. In China, there's a unique term known as Sheng Nu, which translates to leftover women. This term refers to any woman over the age of 27 who is still single. Despite China having around 30 million more men than women, many Chinese men are traveling to find wives, while these women remain unmarried. Many urban women in China are choosing to remain single, prioritizing their independence and careers over early marriage. This trend is reflected across the country. In the year 2022, only about 6,830,000 couples registered for marriage in China, the lowest number on record. The average age of marriage has risen to almost 29 years. For those born after the year 1990, the divorce rate has surged to nearly 57%. Marriage is becoming increasingly challenging for men due to the steep bride price, or dowry, that they must pay to the bride's family. This amount can range from about $1,400 to $140,000, a significant financial burden. In June of the year 2023, a video went viral on mainland social networks showing a man proposing in an armored vehicle filled with cash and gold bars, a display worth millions of dollars. The dowry situation in China has led to tragic outcomes. In the year 2017, a man in Hainan province, overwhelmed by debt after paying a dowry of about $16,300, tragically killed his wife on their wedding night. Shanghai tops the list with the highest dowry demands, where the bride's family expects a house and nearly $15,000. For an urban man, this means saving for 4 years, while a rural man might need to save for 12 years to afford it. To address this issue, some districts in China have imposed a cap on dowry prices. For example, the district of Gongyi in Jiangxi province has set a limit of around $5,600. In Chenzhou, The cap is just over $11,000 for rural families and about $8,500 for civil servants. What do you think is driving the rise in leftover women in China? And how do you feel about the pressures they face compared to the financial burdens on men due to dowry demands? Share your creative ideas and inspiring plans in the comments below. Number 3. Technology for pigs. China has introduced a groundbreaking innovation in pig farming that has captured global attention: skyscraper pig farms. These towering structures are designed to house thousands of pigs in multi-story buildings, marking a revolutionary shift from traditional pig farming methods. One of the most impressive examples is a 26-story pig farm in Izhou, Hubei province, which began operations in late the year 2022. This facility stands as the largest single-building pig farm in the world, with the capacity to raise and process over 1 million pigs each year. By utilizing a vertical design, this farm occupies significantly less land than traditional farms, offering a space-efficient solution in a country with limited agricultural land. Inside, pigs are housed on different floors according to their stage of life, from gestation to fattening, with automated systems managing feeding, waste disposal, and environmental controls. These systems incorporate cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence, big data, and robotics to optimize pig health and productivity while reducing labor costs and environmental impact. One of the key innovations in these farms is the use of robots for tasks such as automated feeding and vaccination. For instance, a needle-free vaccination robot can identify pigs by scanning their ear tags and administering vaccines through their drinking water, minimizing human intervention and reducing the risk of disease transmission. Upon leaving the barn, each pig represents a substantial value, equivalent to approximately $1,450 US. The dedication to pig farming in China is immense, as the country is one of the largest consumers of pork globally, consuming between 53 and 54 million tons annually. The price of pork is closely monitored as a key indicator of overall inflation in the country. Number 4. Study 14 hours a day. Behind China's incredible academic achievements lies an intense and relentless drive to succeed. While many of us struggle to stay focused for 8 hours of studying, in China, students often study up to 14 hours a day, starting early in the morning and going until midnight. Take, for example, Tsinghua University and Peking University, two of the most prestigious institutions in China. Only the best of the best, the true geniuses, make it into these schools. The competition is so fierce that the acceptance rate for Tsinghua is a mere 0.05%. That's just one student out of every 5,000 in Beijing. Even more astounding, the school uniform of Tsinghua is considered one of the most exclusive outfits in the country. No amount of money can buy it unless you earn your way in. Many foreigners visiting China are taken aback when they see school buildings fully lit up until midnight. They often mistake these buildings for factories, only to discover they are schools where students are still hard at work. A typical school day in China begins at 7:30 in the morning and doesn't end until 5 in the evening, followed by hours of homework and additional lessons in music, fine arts, and other extracurricular activities. And during the intense university entrance exams, where nearly 13 million students compete, the country goes into full support mode. In Beijing alone, there are 800 traffic police officers on motorbikes, ready to assist any candidate caught in traffic jams to ensure they reach their exam centers on time. Before we continue, I have a 10-second request for all of you. If you can help us out, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to us. In return, we promise to keep making this show even better for you. Deal. Number 5. The skill of copying. Over the years, China has shed its reputation as a mere copycat in the global technology scene. Once known for replicating Western innovations, China has evolved into a powerhouse of original innovation, stunning the world with its achievements. In the early days, China strategically mimicked successful technologies, particularly those from the United States, to rapidly build its own industrial capabilities. This practice was widespread across sectors like electronics and automotive industries. The term shanzai, initially associated with counterfeit goods, came to symbolize this era of copying. But this wasn't just about imitation, it was a period of learning, setting the stage for China's own groundbreaking advancements. The real shift began in the 2010s with the introduction of ambitious policies like the Made in China 2025 initiative. This policy aimed to elevate China from being a low-cost manufacturer to a leader in high-tech innovation. The Chinese government made substantial investments in research and development, which combined with the meteoric rise of tech giants like Huawei, Tencent, and Alibaba, has been instrumental in this transformation. Take, for example, Tencent's WeChat. What started as a basic messaging app, similar to WhatsApp, quickly evolved into a multifunctional super app that combines social media, payments, and much more. Today, even Western apps are starting to emulate features pioneered by WeChat. This phenomenon, where Western companies adopt innovations originating in China, is sometimes referred to as reverse shanzai. Number 6. Ghost marriages Minghun. Ghost marriages, or Minghun, are an ancient and eerie tradition in China, where a deceased person is married to another deceased individual, or, sometimes, even to a living person. This custom, rooted in the belief that an unmarried soul would be lonely in the afterlife, dates back over 2,000 years to the Han Dynasty. Despite China's rapid modernization, this practice has continued in some rural areas, leading to astonishing and often unsettling consequences that have captivated global attention. In today's world, ghost marriages have given rise to a disturbing underground trade in human remains. Families, desperate to ensure their deceased loved ones are not alone in the afterlife, have gone to extreme lengths purchasing, or even stealing, corpses to arrange these macabre unions. This demand has significantly increased the price for female corpses, which has led to grave robbing and, in the most extreme cases, even murder. The persistence of ghost marriages underscores a deep cultural tension in China, where ancient traditions clash with modern legal and ethical standards. Despite government crackdowns, this practice continues to endure in certain regions, reflecting the profound cultural beliefs surrounding the afterlife and ancestor worship that are deeply ingrained in Chinese society. While the ancient practice of ghost marriages reveals the lengths to which some will go to honor the dead, the modern-day controversy of eating protected species like the great white shark shows how others push boundaries for attention, blurring the lines between tradition, legality, and social media-driven sensationalism. Number 7. Eating shark meat. In the year 2023, a Chinese food blogger named TZ ignited global controversy by sharing a video where she cooked and ate a great white shark, a species protected under China's wild animal protection law. The video, posted on the Chinese social media platform Douyin, which is similar to TikTok, featured TZ preparing the shark in a spicy broth, all while commenting on the tenderness of its meat. The shark she cooked was nearly 2 meters long, towering over TZ herself. The outrage sparked by this video was not just due to the sheer size of the shark, but also because great white sharks are classified as a vulnerable species, meaning they are at a high risk of extinction. Their numbers have dwindled significantly due to hunting, especially for their fins and teeth. In China, buying, selling, or consuming such protected species is illegal and comes with severe legal consequences. TZ purchased the shark for about 7,700 yuan, which is roughly $1,141, through the e-commerce platform Taobao. As the video went viral and drew widespread condemnation, Chinese authorities launched an investigation and confirmed that the shark was indeed a great white. As a result, TZ was slapped with a hefty fine of 125,000 yuan, or approximately $18,500. The individuals who sold her the shark are also facing legal action. This incident not only underscores the challenges of wildlife protection, but also highlights how extreme content can sometimes gain massive attention on social media, often crossing ethical and legal lines. Number 8. Human hair trading industry. The human hair trade in China has garnered global attention, not just for its scale but also for some deeply unsettling practices that have sparked significant controversy. One of the most alarming aspects is the involvement of forced labor, particularly concerning Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang. There have been reports of human hair being sourced from detention camps where Uyghurs are held against their will, leading to seizures of such products by United States Customs. This connection between the hair trade and forced labor has exposed severe human rights violations that have shocked the world. Adding to the controversy is the industry's secretive nature. Many hair suppliers are reluctant to reveal the origins of their products, which leads to a murky and opaque supply chain. Even though China is a global powerhouse in the export of human hair, the industry operates with minimal oversight. This lack of regulation makes it incredibly difficult to ensure that ethical standards are upheld. As a result, concerns have risen about the exploitation of impoverished women, both within China and in other developing countries, who are often paid very little for their hair. Moreover, there's a disturbing trend of hair theft where women are sometimes robbed of their hair, which is then sold on the black market. This alarming practice highlights the high value placed on human hair and the extreme measures some are willing to take to acquire it, often at the expense of the most vulnerable in society. Number 9. Building a 57-story building in just 19 days. In the year 2015, the world was left in awe when a Chinese company, Broad Sustainable Building, achieved the extraordinary by constructing a 57-story skyscraper in just 19 days in Changsha, Hunan Province. This jaw-dropping accomplishment was made possible through cutting-edge modular construction techniques. Prefabricated sections were meticulously manufactured in a factory and then swiftly assembled on site, allowing the building to rise at an incredible pace of 3 floors per day. Despite the breakneck speed, the skyscraper, aptly named Mini Sky City, was designed with the highest environmental and safety standards. It features quadruple-paned windows and the remarkable ability to withstand a magnitude 9 earthquake. This achievement showcased the transformative potential of modular construction, not only in drastically reducing construction time but also in cutting costs significantly. However, it also sparked debates on whether this method could be replicated and sustain long-term durability in different parts of the world. Nevertheless, this construction marvel has set a new standard for urban development, challenging traditional ideas of how skyscrapers should be built and shaping the future of the construction industry. While constructing a 57-story skyscraper in just 19 days showcases China's remarkable speed and innovation in urban development, the deeply rooted superstitions that influence business decisions reveal a cultural complexity that permeates even the most modern aspects of Chinese society. Number 10. Superstitious practices in business. One of the most astonishing aspects of business practices in China, which has captivated the world's attention, is how deeply superstitions influence decision-making and operations. Unlike in many Western cultures, where superstitions might be brushed off as insignificant or irrelevant in the business world, in China, they are an integral part of daily business activities. A striking example is the strong aversion to the number 4. This number is considered extremely unlucky because it sounds almost identical to the word for death in Mandarin. The belief is so powerful that many buildings in China completely skip the 4th floor, labeling it instead as 3A, or simply leaving it out. Some companies even avoid using the number in product names, pricing, or marketing strategies. On the other hand, the number 8 is seen as extremely lucky because it closely resembles the word for prosperity. Businesses often go to great lengths to incorporate the number 8 into their branding or product launches. It's not uncommon for companies to spend substantial sums, sometimes running into thousands of dollars, just to secure phone numbers, license plates, or addresses that feature this auspicious digit. Additionally, other practices, like avoiding the gifting of clocks since the word clock sounds like funeral in Chinese, or the preference for the color red symbolizing good fortune and joy, are widespread. These customs highlight just how deeply cultural beliefs are woven into the fabric of business in China. While these practices may seem unusual to outsiders, they are taken very seriously within the country and play a significant role in how business is conducted. Number 11. Largest high-speed rail network. China's high-speed rail network, the largest in the world, has captivated global attention, not just for its immense scale but for the groundbreaking technology and ambitious projects that have set new global standards for rail travel. One of the most astonishing aspects of China's high-speed rail system is the integration of advanced artificial intelligence technology. This AI system monitors real-time data across the entire 45,000 kilometers of track. It's capable of predicting and identifying potential issues with exceptional precision, often resolving minor problems before they escalate. This proactive approach has significantly reduced maintenance-related delays, enhancing both the safety and efficiency of the entire rail network. China's prowess doesn't stop at technology. The nation has also demonstrated an incredible ability to construct high-speed rail lines through some of the most challenging terrains imaginable. Take, for instance, the recently completed Fuzhou-Xiamen-Zhangjiang Railway. This engineering marvel spans the sea, running along the west coast of the Taiwan Strait. Trains on this line reach speeds of up to 350 kilometers per hour, dramatically cutting travel times between major cities while offering breathtaking ocean views. Number 12. Bamboo drifting. In the heart of China's Guizhou province, a mesmerizing sport known as bamboo drifting has captivated global audiences, earning the nickname water ballet. This remarkable spectacle features athletes balancing on a single bamboo pole as they glide gracefully down rivers, performing intricate movements or racing each other. Originally, bamboo drifting wasn't a sport at all. It was a practical technique used by loggers to transport bamboo down the Chishui River basin. Over time, this pragmatic method evolved into a stunning cultural performance and competitive sport. What truly astonishes the world about bamboo drifting isn't just its fascinating history, or the way it transformed from a simple task into an art form. It's the incredible skill and balance required to master it. Practitioners stand on a narrow, floating bamboo pole, often just a few inches wide, while executing complex maneuvers that demand an extraordinary level of precision and physical control. Bamboo drifting has grown into a symbol of cultural heritage and athletic prowess, embodying the ingenuity and resilience of the people from this region. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. GlobeGo, your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that's appearing on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love the content. Comment below on the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.